to tease. E&D till I leave in peace. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the oh.report.
pregame show. Also, if you'd like to watch, we are live on the OH Report as well tonight. So thanks to them for being here as well.
Elgin must have a lot of confidence in their offense. They won the toss, and unlike so many teams, they elected to take the ball. So they want to go on offense first. So we'll get to see that offense. You know, and they were able to score 22 points in their opener against Cardington. And
Amanda, you can sit wherever you want.
But just got nipped 26-22, and you know, in a tight one over at Cardington Lincoln. And you know, they last season they beat Ridgedale. They actually shut Ridgedale out 32-0, and so Ridgedale's probably looking for a little bit of revenge. They opened the season with a 14-13 win, as we said earlier, over Hilltop, over in West Ohio, and so they're coming off a win with a little confidence. So it'll be interesting. You know, probably one of the keys to the game is for Elgin to get off to a good start, and that's probably why Coach Wilson wanted the ball first. To try to put some points on the board and get it going. Yeah,
you look at our player spotlight. Quentin Harrison, 166 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception, and I'd say pretty decent effort there last week. Returning All-Ohioan.
Yeah, and so, you know, ran for well over 1,000 yards last year, and, you know, was obviously off to a great start with 168 yards, 3 touchdowns, and so I'm sure Coach Wilson is looking for another great night from him, and then also looking maybe to tighten up the defense a little bit against these guys.
Kickoff, end over end, fielded by Nash Lust here for the Comets. Working his way towards the right side. He's tripped up right around the 20. And a nice start here for Ridgedale.
Comets to take over on the 20-yard line.
And Elgin to take over at their own 20-yard line. Well, just underway.
Yeah, Elgin's got a nice roster. They're dressing about 50 kids tonight, and you know, so you know, obviously Coach Wilson got the program going in the right direction. Got plenty of kids participating. Now he's just got to get himself a win.
They're going to go up under center.
You know, and Harrison's going to drop right away to throw it. And the lefty is
right
going
down
deep.
The middle of the field, deep at the 50-yard line, and it's knocked down incomplete. Intended for Barrett Helms, the senior tight end. Had him open, but also had double coverage on the backside there, and he kind of just fluttered it across the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yeah, the lefty threw it up for grabs and going deep for the home run for that on the first play from scrimmage, and took a gamble, but you know, and so he must have great confidence in that, you know, in the receiver, throwing it up and letting see if he can win a jump ball.
It's a 2nd and 10 here for the Comets. They will line up Jack Van Gundy in the backfield, and they're actually going to sweep it across here, the left side. I believe that was
number 28 with the carry.
Yes, and it was
Brennan
Lucart, the junior running back. Sweeping across the left
down
side.
By number 8.
And it's going to be about a 5-yard pickup here, Tim. So third down and 5.
Yeah, they just you know, ran kind of a jet sweep, buck sweep look, and you know, a nice gain of 5 or 6, and so puts them in where they got a chance to get this first down. And
they'll go the other way this time, and picking up the first down is
looks like
Gavin Rhodes across the 35-yard line to the 36.
18, Gavin Rhodes with the carry.
So the senior running back, and you kind of see them in that tight formation, Tim, and they like to run the sweep out of it, and this time they came this way, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Well, it looks like, you know, that must be the game plan, because everything they've done, they've thrown it deep and then run 2 sweeps, so it looks like that's going to be what they want to try to establish here. You know, with double wing backs there, they give it to the fullback straight up the middle.
Toss. And like you said, straight up the middle here to Jack Van Gundy. Tripped up close to the 40.
Tripped up
right
by number
39.
2,
So they're just, you know, lining up in a
this is
in a wing T look,
on the sleep a
you know,
little bit
where
and
they
hit him again across the middle possibly.
And so they got, but they're lining up every time, usually with 2 wings rather than just the 1. Looks like Van Gundy's a pretty good size fullback, and so they 2nd and 7.
He'll roll out this time, looking to throw across his body incomplete. Risky pass there.
13.
Obviously, a left-hander
Pass
can do that a little bit
incomplete
better
to
than
number
a righty,
28,
but still throws it well short.
Well, they were running
for Lucart.
ran that boot look, and he had him open
Third down.
on a little drag pattern, and but he just didn't get his shoulders around. He was going right, and as you said, with a lefty,
seemed
you got to
fading
really work on getting your shoulders turned and getting your feet going up the field, and to complete that pass.
Looks like they're just going to run a straight quarterback keeper, and
Like
the
the
pile
big
on the
push.
offensive line just pushes forward for the first down. How often do you see that, Tim, on a 3rd down and 7 from their own 39, and they just push the pile forward for a
as
first
you
down?
see it again on the oh.report, report, you guys watching it there, they just lined it up, got in the scrum,
That is
and
good enough
pushed
for a
everyone
first down.
forward. Reminded me back of my rugby days.
All the way to the 47. As they'll mark it in the right hash, right? Basically in front of us, Tim, so probably our best vantage point of the game.
Absolutely.
They're going to do it again. And Harrison continues.
Oh, he's popped
and
it
he
out.
Pops out of the backside of the pile.
Wow.
Into Ridgedale territory
13,
across the
Quentin Harrison
40-yard
with the carry,
line
brought down by number 12,
to the
Aiden
39
Salyer.
here for Quentin Harrison.
Now it's starting to see how he gained all those yards last week. He's got some strong legs, because he it was just a big scrum push again, but then he popped it out to the outside, and he is off to the races.
So they will now be into Rockets territory at the 39. Once again, just that tight formation. The double tight ends. Almost got Ridgedale to jump, and they're going to run it again. Quentin Harrison inside the 35 this time. Almost like the push, you can say.
Oh, yeah, and here it goes again, just showing it. They almost jump, and then, there's no reason to complicate this thing, so they're just finding something that works, and they just keep pushing the pile and pushing the file. And it looks like they are going to have a little bit of trouble taking care of the center and 2 guards. They have to get those numbers, because, boy, they're getting great push.
2nd and 5. This
Now
time
they
they'll
come
run
back
the
to a
sweep
sweep.
across the right side. This is Gavin Rhodes. Tries to bounce it out, and he's tripped up inside the 35. He does pick up 3 or 4 yards here.
By 15.
Close to the 30-yard line. Ricketts on the tackle here for the Rockets, but Elgin continuing to drive deep into Ridgedale territory, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and they're in a position where they got 2 downs, so. But I would either guess they're just going to run a fullback dive, or they're going to push the quarterback once again. No, they are going to run a little counter play.
And then run it inside. Again, it's Gavin Rhodes. He'll get outside the numbers and push his way inside the 25-yard line, and another Elgin first down.
Andrew Embody.
Just no answer so far.
Not at all.
This rushing attack by the Ridgedale Rockets. And how do you adjust to this, Tim?
Well, you're going to have to bring some more guys down into the box because, it didn't look like, Harrison is throws the ball really well, but you got to be careful with it. But they got to put some more guys closer to the line of scrimmage and give their 4 down guys, 5 down guys that Ridgedale's lining up, give them some help.
They'll run a little fullback this time with Van Gundy.
Number 45.
And he
Van Gundy with the carry.
dives forward for a few more yards to make it 2nd down and 5. Just continuing to pick up
and number 9,
chunks of yardage, Tim, 4 or 5 yards at a time. And they have taken up almost 5 minutes of clock within that time span as well.
Well, and then with the heat and everything else, it's just really, going to wear the defense out. And Elgin's numbers are a lot better than Ridgedale's. But yeah, those guys up front right now are doing a great job.
Spotted
Gonna run. Oh, there's a counter. Oh my gosh!
And he's wide open, right off the tackle and into the end zone. Is Brennan Lucart for a 15-yard touchdown. And Elgin strikes first and takes a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, they just ran a really great play out of that double wing formation where they faked it to the fullback and ran the counter. Now they come back for the 2-point conversion, just get in the eye and try to run an ISO and push them out, and didn't get it. So not successful. So we got Elgin opening up a nice 6-0 lead, and we'll probably be back with a kickoff, huh?
Sure will. 15-yard touchdown run by Brennan Lucar. We'll take a timeout. 6-0, Elgin on top. You're listening to high school football here on the McDonald's W. Cyrus and Gallion Game of the Week on WBCO.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Lights. Get hype. Here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
There's several rules now that are in place, not only about getting these guys water during the games, but this week during practice, I'm sure most teams probably never put their gear on. Someone better fair catch it.
No one is loose.
And he didn't. I think Elgin's got it.
It was muffed anyways. And Elgin's going to recover, and Jack Van Gundy comes out of the bottom of the pile with the football. It's popped straight up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not sure he did it on purpose. But
I think he did.
It was just a high pop-up, and the young man from Ridgedale didn't realize he could have called for a fair catch, and just took it, and then he got blasted and dropped the ball, and they're taking a look at him right now, trying to help him get off the field. But I believe that was number 18. But yeah. Well, it wasn't a soccer-style kick. It was Lou the Toe Groza popping it up, and number 18 for Ridgedale. As I said, Hunter Hutchinson, he could have called for a fair catch, but didn't. Took a big hit, and Elgin comes up with the ball. Was it Zane Darling that came up with it? Did you say?
It was Jack Van Gundy.
Jack Van Gundy. Okay.
The fullback.
And so Van Gundy comes up with it, and boy, for the Ridgedale defense, unfortunately, they're right back on the field to try to figure out a way to shut down this running game. I got one of the offensive linemen, Emery Skaggs, is a 5'11", only 160 pounds. He's one of the offensive linemen. I think he's probably a guard on this side, and I'm trying to get the rest of that offensive line because, boy, they were very impressive on that first drive.
They're going to go tight again here. They'll send in motion and hand it off again to Gavin Rhodes, bouncing it outside down the sideline across the 40-yard line and shoved out of bounds near the 35. Actually, that was Nash Lust on the carry.
So, yeah, they have given the ball to a number of guys already, and all of them have been very successful. So that's another, on first down, another 7 or 8 yard run, which has seemed to be the thing that's been happening all night so far.
This time they'll feed it to the fullback. Van Gundy stumbles his way across the 30-yard line, and he's a hard guy to bring down At 5'8",
Number
205
15,
pounds, but he
Yeah, and
keeps
here
those
they're-
legs churning, and he gets
Again,
the first down.
running a staple of the wing T offense is just running the fullback belly. So they had the tailback leading him up in there, or the halfback leading him up in there, and another first down. They've already got 4 first downs in this quarter.
Tim, just how often are we going to see the wing formation here
Well,
throughout the season?
A lot of teams run a version of it.
As Quentin Harrison keeps it this time, trying to weave his way through the initial line of defense there, and he stays right on the right hash. And looks like another 5 yards here for Harrison. Second down and 5.
As I was saying, a lot of teams run a version of it. Crawford at times will run a version of it out of the gun, but it's been a very effective offense for high school teams for a very long time. There's still several high school teams that's exactly what they do. And you get to playoff time and get into November and December, it's a nice offense to have because you can't throw it.
Van Gundy again off the right side as the offensive line continues to make the push. Actually, this wasn't Van Gundy. Again, it was Nash Lust. It looked like on the carry.
And again, a great push by that offensive line. Great push by the fullback. And Van Gundy, and they have just dominated the line of scrimmage right now.
It'll be Gavin Rhodes actually on the carry there, Tim. So you're getting your workout there on the stat sheet.
They got so many guys that they keep giving the ball to. But very effective, especially on a night like this.
Again, it looks like Rhodes on the carry this time.
They slowed him down a
Close
little
to
bit.
The original line. Yes.
Gavin Rhodes tripped up by number 2.
But he still fell forward for 2 yards.
But yeah, they're just, sticking to their guns. They're not going to change it. And, with the exception of the first pass of the game, they've only thrown one other on all the plays they've run. And it's been a steady diet of the run. They've 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 runs.
434
out of the last 16 plays, and the scoreboard just went down. So the clock's back up, so we're still going, so no delay, thank goodness. What a save.
Good job, scoreboard operator.
Absolutely. There's the sweep going the other way.
No,
he's got a lot of room.
Outside, and
his flag comes in, might have a hold.
Yep, as Brennan Lucart carried it around the left side.
Brennan Lucart with the carry.
Again, a lot of misdirection on this one. The fullback goes one way to Phil for all those pulling guys. And it looks like he's going to get in maybe for a touchdown, but then, a late flag, and that's exactly what it is. It's coming back. But it's a spot foul, so it really isn't too bad because it was well down the field, so it only ended up about a 5-yard penalty.
So that'll put him behind the sticks this time.
But to be honest,
first penalty of the night.
Yeah, but to be honest, gosh, I think I'd just stick to the run. I know it's second at 13, but I don't know if I'd put it up.
Harrison's going to keep it, and he is tracked down behind the line of scrimmage.
Number
First one in there to hit him.
The carry
was Blair Memphis
Michael Dees.
and Michael Dees.
It looks like probably only gained a yard.
Comets third down.
So they're bringing up third down, and might see their third pass of the game.
Yeah, I would imagine. Probably with Harrison running that one, they're probably really keen on him after the game he had last week and the season he had last year. But so they had a lot of people getting to the football on him, but they still got 2 downs, so who knows what they may come up with here.
Nope, they're going to
run that counter.
And Ridgedale's ready for it, and a flag flies again.
Number 28, Brennan Lucart with the carry. Brought down by number 7, Kingston Gary.
So that's a play they scored the touchdown on. They came back, but Ridgedale is clapping, so it looks like.
I'd say, do you take the penalty here or take the loss?
I think they may,
push
not much of a gain.
Push them back even more. And it'll be third down still, but it's going to be third and a mile.
So another second holding penalty. So
What would you have done there? Would you take the penalty or?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Elgin has a kicker.
Well, they went for 2 in the first one.
They must not. Yeah, they went for 2, but yeah. Because now they don't throw it great, so you're going to force them pretty much to throw it.
3rd and 24. Harrison's going to roll out, just lob it on a screen pass. They have Van Gundy.
Got a lot of room.
Out in the flat, Van Gundy still carrying defenders. Nowhere close to a first down. Still about 6 yards shy, but
so what you do on that, you fake the boot going one way, then you get the fullback out in the flat. And then those wide receivers turn into blockers, and they gained 13 yards on that thing. They were able to gain 13 yards, and now they got a makeable 4th down. They're only 4th and 7. And the way they've been running this offense tonight, 4th and 7 is very makeable. So let's see what Coach Winslow's going to come up with. It's like he may just take a while, decide, and call a timeout to talk it over.
I don't see a play clock.
And they waited for
they must have the official signal.
So you wait for the ref, the back judge, to put his hand up in the air, and that means it's 5 seconds. So a timeout for Elgin, and they'll talk it over, and it'll be interesting. See what they come up with. A lot of their misdirection stuff has been very good. I'm sure, when you got double wings, you got some reverse stuff in the possibility, and, in the bag, and so. But gee, the way it went sometimes during the beginning of the first drive or the middle of the first drive, whatever that was, maybe they'll just have Harrison run a quarterback sneak and get everyone behind him and push him.
I mean,
that has been pretty effective.
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
so
we're talking they had a 10-yard. I mean, yeah, 10-yard, 14 yards,
and a 5-yarder that he got out of it. So he had almost 10 yards to carry on that bad boy going that way. So
I think it's worth a shot. If you're Ridgedale, I mean, you're already you've been on defense for 10 minutes almost, Tim. At this point. So you have to get off the field here. I mean, regardless, they're more than likely going to get off the field anyway.
Or do they have in their arsenal the Tim Tebow jump pass, where you fake the quarterback sneak, take a step back, and throw it? I doubt if that's in there. We'll see.
Maybe the tight end.
You never know.
They could slip off the backside.
I would imagine.
Under center. They'll fake the run.
He's open again. The guy's on the flat.
Backside throw.
Oh, look at He tried to throw it back.
They had a man open as
but
it was.
I thought he could.
I
thought he could have just. I don't know why he just didn't throw the ball in the flat to Van Gundy, like he did the last time.
I'd say they didn't need a touchdown. They could have gotten a first down.
I mean, Van Gundy caught the last one, and he had a step on the guy in the flat this time, and he could have just flipped it over to him and probably got the first down. And that's a talk I often have with the quarterbacks is don't complicate things, but if he would have had enough on it, it would have been a touchdown.
So 2:06 left here in the first
and
quarter.
We're finally going to see Ridgedale's offense.
They should be well rested, though.
Oh, I would think so.
But, of course, a lot of them play both ways, so.
Yeah. But
Braden.
So they're in the spread with a single running back next to him.
We might see a couple of two different offenses.
And he's going to throw it.
Nope, he's going to run.
A little
it looked like it was a quarterback design run.
I think
he
it
stepped up in
was.
the pocket, and he's taken down for a loss. And the first one back there to hit him was Colton Long.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jared. I think they wanted to run. Here it goes again on the OH report. Maybe he was looking to run a quarterback draw, but the lineman got to run those guys up the field and get them outside. And 32 got inside the one guard and blew up the whole play.
Looked like the linebacker was waiting as well, so regardless, it didn't look like it was going to be a big game.
But it looked like, during warm-ups when Ridgedale warmed up, it looked like they did like to throw the ball a little bit. Now they're in the eye. And they're getting it to Dees.
Yep, off the right side. Dees is stuffed again now.
And they're going backwards instead of forward. So that was a loss of one.
So they'll bring up
7,
third
Kingston
down
McGarry
and
with the carry.
13 here for the
Brought
Rockets.
down by number 45, Jack Van Gundy.
With 1 minute remaining.
So we'll probably see the Rockets try to put one up here. And let's see what kind of pressure Elgin's going to put on him. Elgin's in like a 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen. And now they're widening out to that. It's going to be a little screen out here to Diaz, I believe.
He'll slip through the first tackle, but he won't slip through the second. And there to make the stop was Landon Shepard coming out of his linebacker
That was
spot.
number 6 that caught the ball.
Pass complete to number 6, Isaac Lust.
I think we're going to have our first
Brought down by number 51, Landon Shepard.
So they just tried to, they were just trying to run a screen out there, and Elgin kept running more and more guys out there. I think the defensive coordinator kind of knew what was going on, and yelled to get everyone out, and again, so only a gain of 2 on that pass play, and Northmore first quarter score. Northmore's beating South Central already 21-0. Northmore seems to be quite loaded, to say the least.
Definitely going to make a run through that K-Mac.
Till they get to the Freddies. Watch the Freddies.
That's your boys.
You betcha. Oh, high pop up on
nice
the snap.
And they
But a good punt.
Away. Yes.
Pretty good high punt.
And it will take
very long,
a backwards roll and be down inside the 30. So really, right near the first down marker
Down on the 28-yard
was that punt to the 28. And that's where Elgin's going to take over. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. That was a quick one.
That was a quick quarter.
6-0.
Holy moly.
Elgin on top. They'll have the ball inside Rockets territory at the 28-yard line when we come back.
One of their teachers, who is also in the National Guard, and he's leaving. He's going to be deployed, so he's going to be gone for a while.
And a quick start here to the quarter as Gavin Rhodes on the carry.
Yeah, they've run that several times. It's hard to tell, and they're going fast now.
Yeah, they get right back to the line of scrimmage. They want to make Ridgedale work this time, and they'll fit it on the sweep. Around the outside again.
A lot of room.
And this is Lucart again inside the 10.
28, Brennan Lucart with the carry, brought down
tripped
by
up inside the 10 down at the 8.
J.J. Slaughterbeck.
And a gain of 20 there, so another first down. The Comets are just chewing it up, and they're going fast right now. Now here comes the quarterback sneak again.
Harrison again. This time they'll grab him by the legs near the bottom of the pile.
Harrison with the carry.
And there on the tackle was Kingston
Brought
McGarry.
down by 0, Caden Daniel.
Gain of 4, and
as well.
What an effective play. I mean, I can't remember what college game I watched last night, but there was some team that did it over and over again. I can't remember which team. I watched so many games last night, I couldn't remember which team it was. It might have been the team playing Colorado that kept pushing their quarterback, but yeah. Oh, Crestview seems to have lost a few players from last year. They had that nice run. They made that nice run, and Kirkland's an awful good football team every year.
2nd down and 3. Harrison They'll give it to Gavin Rhodes, cuts it back inside and into the end zone for a
Number 18.
Comet touchdown.
Gavin Rhodes in for the Comet touchdown.
Yeah,
And that was easy.
they're just running that staple. It's the regular buck sweep that I call it, where they faked it a fullback. But here it was more of a belly play where they didn't fake. The fullback just let up inside with the other wing, and they just get a lot of people to the point of attack, and Ridgedale's just not big enough to handle all those bodies.
All right, they're going to go for 2 again. It'll be Van Gundy in the backfield. Wing set. They'll go with the tight and the sweep around the corner, and they can just walk in.
Try for 2 is good.
Is that Rhodes again?
Nash Luss, number 10.
Nash Luss, number 10, to make it 14-0. Elgin on top of Ridgedale. 11-11 left here in the first half. You're listening to the McDonald's W. Saracen Galleon Game of the Week here on WBCO.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
WBCO and the OH Report. Jared Moore, Tim Birie. Now they're going to pooch this one. Somebody better jump on it, I'd say. Nobody wants to take the football, and finally it was Caden Daniel. And he came up from the furthest spot. Nobody in the middle there wanted to field that football.
Not at all. Well, obviously, they go for 2 every time. So they don't have someone that's going to kick it deep. Ridgedale's going to have to move some guys up, because that time he just directionally tried to kick it off to the side. There was no one there in that spot. The up guy let it go over his head and didn't back up for it. And it took, was it Caden that came up and finally got it?
Yeah, Caden Daniel.
The Caden Daniel finally came up and to field it. And he was able to field it on the run and put a good tackle by coverage by Elgin's kickoff team.
1st and 10. Let's see. Ridgedale needs some offense here.
Yeah, they were 3 and out the last time, and they don't want to give it right back to this offense of Elgin's.
Townsend in the gun. More of a pistol formation. He'll hand it off to Dees, sweeping the left side. And around the 35 is where he's tripped up.
Michael Dees with the carry.
Pick up of a moderate 2 there for Dees.
Yeah, the linebackers, they're more in a 4-3 look that Elgin's in, and
number 62,
especially with Van Gundy at one linebacker and the other linebacker, I believe, number 51, who is, you got that on your sheet there? Landon Shepard.
Yep.
They're a couple good-sized kids and really get to the football in a hurry. So Ridgedale going to have trouble running the football, I think, tonight.
Shotgun formation. They'll go trips to the left
He's trying to get the, and this wide receiver never looked down. So, but he is going deep.
Fade route and underthrown in the direction.
That's intended at number 15, Evan Ricketts.
Of Evan Ricketts, who got turned around on the throw.
Rockets 3rd down.
Well, Townsend was trying to give the signal, and I wasn't sure that that Ricketts was looking, but he was. And that is kind of a universal signal that I want to throw the fade, but it was well covered.
So 3rd and 8 here for the Rockets from their own 35-yard line.
And they are desperate. The Rockets right now are desperate for this first down.
You can see them on that last drive defensively. Their hands on their knees.
And yeah,
breathing heavy, and obviously they don't want to go back out on defense.
Throw it again. He's going to get chased a little bit.
They'll roll out towards the left. On the
run.
run.
That's going to be a penalty. I can't believe he's not going to throw a flag. Because
they make the catch. Was he inbounds? He was at the 46-yard line.
Are they going to get the first down?
And they're going to say he was out of bounds.
Oh, no, so it's incomplete. So it was the aforementioned Landon Shepard just decleated Baden Townsend. And his helmet came flying out. I thought maybe, I mean, it wasn't really a late hit. I thought they were going to get him for a high hit, you know, because his helmet came flying off. But and right now, I can tell you this, Coach Chapman is not very happy, wondering how that could have not been a penalty. But another 3 and out for Ridgedale.
And they're lucky that they get a hold there on the punt, and it'll be fielded around the 50-yard line.
Well,
it looks like it had butter on it by Isaac Lust.
But yes, Ridgedale needs to find a punter, because the first one was about 14 yards. This one wasn't much longer, and that was with a great roll.
At this point, you might as well just go in the shotgun and just lob it up down the middle of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to try something different, because that's
our maintenance and custodial staff.
That's getting Elgin way too much field position. And the way they're running the football right now.
Thank you for your assistance.
You know, so they're going to start just outside the 50-yard line and
for their safety, students are not
tee it up again
behind or underneath the home bleacher.
And get this wing tee offense going double. You know, and they actually are a double wing tee offense. And this reminds me a lot of when I was coaching, the Danville Blue Devils used to run this stuff constantly. There's the counter again.
On the inside. This is
He's breaking a bunch of tackles.
Inside the 45 to the 40 by Gavin Rhodes. They do line up a new quarterback in Zach Bowers, by the way, Tim. So I think they split Harrison out wide there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Another 10-yard gain for Rhodes. So he's up to 49 yards on 7 carries. So he's getting seven a pop.
Getting to put Harrison in the tight end position. He'll go in motion. He'll take it off the right tackle, bounce his way inside across the left hash, and he's turned around shy of the 35 to the 36. So bring up second down and 6.
Oh, it's good to be able to show this kind of flexibility within their offense. And we had to get Gavin Rhodes off. I think he's got he's a little tired, and got another guy in for him, Brennan Luckert, and Lukart goes in for him. And we're still playing Zach Bowers.
Maryland eye here.
So, oh yeah.
Harrison takes it, breaks 2 tackles, powers his way inside the 25. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by Elgin immediately. And falling on top of that was Jack Van Gundy, fortunately for the Comets.
Right down by number 14.
So another gain of 10 for Harrison. So they just one after another. This time they give it to him, and at the back of that thing, he kept digging and digging. Sometimes you're better off just going down rather than trying to get that 1 extra yard, because that happens a lot where you drop the ball all of a sudden.
8:19 on the clock here in the first half. Elgin with a 14-0 lead. This time they'll just line up in the I formation. Harrison the deep back, Van Gundy the fullback. Off the right side, they'll hand it to him.
Belly play.
Charges ahead, continues to drag the pile close to the 20-yard line. Pick up a 4 there for Van Gundy, and it's second down and 6.
Right down by number 15, Evan Ricketts.
Ridgedale's going to take a timeout. Their defense needs it.
Well, there's no doubt.
Down 14-0. We'll step aside as well. It is Elgin 14, Ridgedale 0. Timeout. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
They'll fake the pass, now they'll throw it out in the flat. It immediately is Harrison, but he breaks through the first tackle, powers his way close to the line of scrimmage. But that was almost a disastrous play as they threw it behind.
Well, he faked him. It was a lateral. They gave kind of like a pump, and then he just flipped it out there because he had some guys pulling and getting in front of him. But unfortunately, or fortunately for Elgin, he actually turned it into a 1-yard gain.
It'll be 3rd down and 5.
By breaking a bunch of tackles. They got 2 downs here, so I'm sure they will go back down to one of their basic plays here. They're in the eye.
And they'll toss it to Harrison. He's going to run it towards the right, drag from behind, flag on the field. This might be a face mask.
It could be.
I didn't think he grabbed him by the face mask.
He may have just hit it.
I know, but it'll be a
hold.
hold.
He's going to call holding again. Didn't see the hold.
The call is holding on the Comets.
Really wouldn't have
I didn't
affected
see
the
it.
play at all anyway.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I really didn't see anyone in front of him to hold. I mean, as far as Elgin pullers and stuff, I didn't see at the spot of the foul where they spotted it as the foul. I didn't really see it. But all that matters is the guy who threw the flag saw it, because Elgin's 10 yards back and are back to about a 3rd and 17 or 18.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 now from the 31. 7 minutes left here in the half, which has been dominated on time of possession by the Elgin Comets, leading 14 to nothing.
Wonder if we'll get that belly pass again. No, we're going to run the ball.
It'll be Harrison trying to bounce it outside, and then
he's
tackled from behind, and another flag
I think they're going to call holding again. It might be on that.
13 with the carry. Quentin Harrison brought down by number 51.
On the one guard that pulled Garrett Lowry.
We got a flag on the play.
And they're marching it off again, 10 more.
On the Comets.
So they continue to work their way backwards now.
That's the 4th time they've been called for holding.
At some point, you might see Harrison also throw a halfback pass out
Could
of this,
be.
obviously.
Yeah, that's a thought. But yes.
I'm sure they would wait till they got closer to the end zone, but on a 3rd and 26.
3rd and 26, a lot of coaches always have that play sheet in front of them. I always had that thing. I never had a 3rd and 26 call. Oh, the Freddies. Fredericktown Freddies up 7-0 over Northridge. Could start out 2-0, Jared.
Sure.
Get that 2-0 start. I think that's the first 2-0 start since I was an assistant coach.
Number 18, Gavin Rhodes with the carry.
But Gavin Rhodes is running the sweep, and Elgin's going to have to punt it.
Townsend.
So Elgin's tightening things up a little bit.
Gets me out of the current game to give the score update and gets me all distracted.
I get all excited. I'm sorry, It's the Freds.
That's your team.
Yeah.
It's your team. That's okay. So it'll be 4th down and 25.
God rest his soul.
And finally, we're going to have an Elgin punt.
Yeah, so let's see how their punter is. See, it's the first time. See if Ridgedale's going to try to go after it. Looks like they.
And
they're faking.
It's
no
a fake. Nope, he'll roll out.
No, he's going to left
kind of a rugby-style kick. If I were Ridgedale, I would stay away.
Yes. No, they're going to.
Oh,
I thought a guy was coming up to grab it. But, a little rugby-style kick.
Rockets.
I'm sure at some point, though, they would run a fake out of that.
Out of Harrison, he's a left footer, obviously. So he rolled her out there, and he almost held on to it a little too long. And because once he's out there running, they could have pushed him, shoved him, done whatever they wanted to. But another break by the officials to let the kids water up. But, as I said, they usually will do this once a quarter. It's about halfway through the the second quarter,
Elgin
so
local school district is proud to
they
continue
let him
our
get a little
partnership
bit
with
of
the Ohio Health
let
for
me get a little bit of
Athletic
water
Training
and
services of our athletic
knock on
trainer,
wood
Chase
wherever it is. I
Castello,
don't think we have any wood
provided
around
to
us,
all of
but
our student-athletes
so
at
far
no
no
cost
one's
to
went
their
down
families.
with a cramp.
Ohio Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Guff.
You've
also
mentioned it.
serves as
It's
the
out
team
there
doctor
now.
for the
Yeah,
Comets.
yeah, so
Ohio
probably
Health
they'll all be
lead
laying down there
we.
in a second.
You should have brought the
Should have
Amish.
brought the Amish stuff. I almost ordered some and took it over to Crestline. He drops the
Townsend
drops it,
swings
tries
it
to
out
throw it out there
wide
quick.
and a flat. Taken down at the 20.
Number 0, Caden
Was
Daniel with
Caden
the carry.
Daniel. And he is slow to get up.
So I'm gonna, I'm calling this a pass. I think this one went forward. I'm
Yeah,
not
definitely
sure.
did.
Right
I
down by
think
number
this one
15,
went
Landon
forward.
LaValle, number 13, Quentin Harrison. Rockets second down.
So it was, but only a 2-yard gain. Again, Elgin really pursuing well to the football, but probably also threw the timing off a little bit when they dropped the snap. It was a little low, and he had to pick it up off the ground to get it out there. But it made, a lot of times you panic a little bit, but he maintained some composure, got it still out there for a 2-yard gain.
14-0. Elgin leading Ridgedale. 4:40 left here in the second quarter. Townsend feeds it. And they'll run the counter, and it is stuffed inside by that defensive line of Elgin once again. And knocked back behind the line of scrimmage.
This
On
is
the
where
carry
sometimes I wonder why coaches
was Hunter Hutchinson.
don't call,
Number 16
use a
with the carry.
timeout on this third down or maybe
Hunter
on
Hutchinson.
next down because, a team's going to, especially Elgin, who's
Brought
really
down by
struggling
Van Gundy, number 45.
a little bit offensively. You might want to, they're going to take as much time as they can. So they've wasted about 30 seconds already of the play clock and still haven't run a play yet. So you could have called timeout and saved all that.
3rd and 11.
Wide
Throw
open.
it out and incomplete.
Pass intended,
J.J.
number 14,
Slaughterback,
J.J.
the
Slaughterback,
intended
incomplete.
receiver. He would have had a first down had he caught it, and it slips right through his hands.
Yeah, he just ran a kind of
Incomplete.
a hitch route down there and went through his fingertips, unfortunately, and so they don't get the first down.
So they'll bring up another
so
punt.
they'll have to punt again, and so far it's been kind of a quite an adventure when they've punted the ball. Be interesting to see if Elgin might. They're not putting anyone up and going after it, but they do have a lot of guys short, so with a better punt.
Yep, end over end. We'll see if
got
it
it up
takes
in the
a
air a
roll,
little
and
bit,
it'll
but it's
take
going
an
backwards
Elgin
again.
bounce.
They're
I
gonna
thought
be on
Elgin
about
might
the
have
30.
almost touched that. They had a couple guys
Yeah.
in there that
But still,
Comets take over on the 30-yard
short
line.
field once again for the Elgin Comets. They only got 30 yards to go. See if they can push one in here before halftime.
Ridgedale has not taken a snap in plus territory
Well, and
here
they,
tonight.
they have no first downs. And
We are pleased to welcome several media outlets
to be honest,
tonight's
they got
game. The
one.
game is being broadcast on WMRN, WZMO, and WBCO, the Marion Star, and the Ohio Report.
They only have
also
8
cover
yards of
tonight's
offense. So they, yes, to say they've struggled a little bit offensively is the understatement of the world right now.
1st and 10.
A lot of
Van
room.
Gundy straight up the gut, charges forward, first down and a little bit
45,
more.
Jack Van Gundy with the carry.
And he'll get inside the 20.
Tripped up by number 14.
And now we'll
J.J.
see if Elgin
Slaughterback.
goes to the hurry up. Nope, they're going to huddle.
Comets first down.
They found success that second drive when they didn't huddle, but this time they're going to huddle up.
Well, with 3:30 left, they got plenty of time and probably just want to make sure they get the last possession here. Gonna run the
Again,
same thing.
Van Gundy being dragged down. Finally brought
45
down.
again with the carry, Jack Van Gundy.
And it was
Brought down by
Hunter
number 14,
Hutchinson
J.J. Slaughterback. Brought down by
holding
number
on
15,
for
Evan
dear
Murphy.
life and able to drag him down. Almost a horse collar.
Coach Winslow also often, when one plays successfully, runs the same play the very next play, which is not a bad thing to do. But that time, they were able to adjust. Ridgedale adjusted and held them to a 2-yard gain.
2nd down and 9. 2:45 left here in the first half. Elgin leading 14-0. running around the edge. This
counter
time,
sweep, here comes another hold.
Number 33,
Archer
Johnston
Johnston with his first carry. So another one to add to the list there, Tim.
Johnston.
Brought down by number 7, Kingston McGarry.
Although it won't count because there's going to be a walk-off of 10 yards for
Holding
another
call on
hold.
the Comets.
So that's probably one of the biggest negatives for the Comets tonight has been that's their 5th holding penalty. So they're bringing one of their offensive linemen off the field probably to talk about, getting his hands inside, making sure that they run so many sweeps, and all these guys are pulling, and you get your hands out there to put your hands on them, and you have a tendency sometimes to get outside their width of their shoulder pads, and that's always going to be a penalty.
Second down and 19. Again this way. It's Luke Hart trying to find the edge. He won't.
Yeah, he's going to lose about
Townsend in there on the tackle.
For the carry.
Along with Dees as well.
Braden Townsend.
That's going to be another loss.
Comets third down.
3rd and 22 now. Weird part about it is they ran a pass on the first play of the game and basically have almost ran it ever since.
Right, yeah. Well, they were their sophomore quarterback in, so I don't know how well he throws it. We haven't seen him throw one yet. Where I'm really surprised is they haven't run a reverse. Because they run sweep one way, sweep the other way, go back and forth running all these sweeps. But they have not run a reverse. Here's the counter play that they scored a touchdown.
Inside, Luke Hart weaving his way inside the hash. Close to the 10. He's down at the 12.
28, Brennan Lucart with the carry.
And again, a big third down pickup this time to get him a much more manageable 4th down.
Yeah, so they gained 17 on that one. That's
Comets 4th down.
been a play where it's either been real good. I've seen Lucart run it for 15, 20, and 17, but also lose 4. So see what they come up with on 4th down. And 5, going to run that counter again.
Lucart again inside the 5.
He's in.
Dives into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 28,
Brennan Lucart
for your Comets touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown run of the night.
12 yards for Brennan Lucart.
That makes
it
it 20 to
again
nothing.
on the OH report. They just pull those guys around, get a little misdirection, and he doesn't get touched till he's on the 1-yard line, and then he goes for a 12-yard touchdown run.
And they are going to kick
They are
the
going to
extra
kick it,
point.
and they get
And
there.
did it sneak through? It
It
did.
did.
The kick is good.
That was by number 12,
Bailey Abbott
Alex
with the kick.
Trees Miller. And, yeah, luckily there wasn't a piece of paper hanging on the goalpost. It might have came back out.
They almost blocked it, too. So.
Yeah. I think that, oh, no, it wasn't. No, that's that young lady. That's a girl. That is 58. Yes, Bailey Abbott. She is a freshman kicker.
Nice. We'll stay right here.
Yeah. But, yeah, I saw her standing on the sideline. I was wondering if she was a position player or a kicker. But, yes, so she got it through the
She's
uprights.
just listed as a kicker on the...
Yes. So I'm sure she's a soccer player that said, hey, I can kick a ball. I can kick that football a little bit. So she got congratulations from a bunch of her teammates.
It's a 21-0.
56 seconds to go. Let's see if Elgin or Ridgedale can at least muster a first down.
0 first downs. Like I said, they haven't been in plus territory all night. At this point, you'd almost be better. And again, they wait till the
got some room.
Daniel takes it on the kickoff to the 44, and a touchdown-saving tackle here by Jack Van Gundy.
Yeah, luckily Van Gundy is like their safety on that. He's the kicker. So he was able to make the tackle. Yes, and so Ridgedale's got someone limping off the field. Colby Newman, or no, excuse me.
Michael
Dees.
Dees.
Michael Dees. He's their starting running back. And that could be a bad. That could be, and then there's another one laying down, getting a lot of attention. So Dees is just limping. I don't know if he's got a cramp or probably has a cramp since I mentioned it, earlier that no one had one yet. So sorry, guys.
That's your fault.
Yeah, it's definitely on me.
Yeah.
Definitely on me. I got to get him the Amish pickle juice, man. I'm telling you. It'd take care of all cramping. It
All
tastes horrible, but it works.
There ain't no way I could have the worst cramp in the world. And I'm not doing it.
I hate pickle stuff, but it's pickle juice and
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar and stuff. But
No.
What about mustard?
well, last year, by the way, the lunch lady at Galleon, she always had pickle juice and made all the players on game day. They had to take a little drink of the pickle juice to
Last
avoid
year?
cramps. Yeah.
She doing it again this year?
Yeah, I don't know if she does. I haven't asked Coach Dick if she is providing pickle juice for them or not.
Apparently she needs to make her way to Crestline and Buckeye Central.
Yes.
Well, and a couple, story. Oh my goodness. He must have heard. Story time with Tim Birie.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got to have it.
We usually wait till the second half.
Yeah.
He heard that. Who told you, Adam? Who's your source? We literally.
That's not good.
Ridgedale going backwards. We literally called it story time with Tim on week 1. So
14 JJ Slaughterback.
Well, getting back to the game, J.J. Slaughterback just took a loss of 5 on a sweep.
Well, it's second down.
Second, I'd be surprised, Tim. This might be the last play, or they may not even run a play here to end the half.
Well, I'm not sure when I do the stats. I'm not sure if Ridgedale is going to have positive yards on offense for the half. So Ridgedale, or Elgin's defense has been outstanding, to say the least.
Trips to the left here for the Rockets with 4 seconds on the clock. They will run a play.
Going to fire it.
Steps up, throws it across the
Wide
middle.
open.
Slaughterback drops it. And a late hit. And now we have a little bit of a scrum
That's intended
on
for
the
number 14,
sideline.
He's going to get thrown out of the game.
Hot here.
He better be very, very careful. or
Right
he
at
might
the
get-
end of the half here.
That isn't going to do anybody any good. You got to really maintain your poise. So
That is the conclusion of the
that'll
first
give us an end of the
game.
half. It was just
Your
a
Comets
scramble.
up 21.
14
to 0.
dropped the ball. I didn't think it was much of anything. Just got his hands on him a little bit and knocked him down, but I don't know what everybody was all upset about. But there were some guys that were pretty fired up.
And now we have a flag. So 2 flags fly. I
That
think
was-
the Ridgedale
I
coach,
think the
he came
Ridgedale-
across the side. So a lot of extracurricular activity, but
Well, he
Ridgedale,
was-
at this point,
Ridgedale was still
they're
fired up
frustrated.
about the late hit that happened on their quarterback earlier. And, then but I didn't think that was anything near what the other one was earlier in the game. But I guess we'll take a little break, right? And,
Yeah, we'll
give me some
sort
time
out
to
the
get some
penalty.
stats.
Sort out the penalty when we come back for the beginning of the second half. Obviously, there's and if anybody wants to watch the bands, they'll be over on the OH Report on Facebook, YouTube, whatever your viewing pleasure may consider. But the refs will sort this out. We'll also sort it out to start the second half. There will be a penalty against Ridgedale to start, so they'll push them back probably a little bit on the kickoff, I would assume. And that will take us to halftime. It is Elgin 21, Ridgedale nothing. Stay tuned. You are listening to the McDonald's of Bucyrus and Galleon Game of the Week here on WBCO.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the
We hope you have enjoyed jamming out with us to these fan favorite pop hits. Presenting our final tune from Walk the Moon, the band invites you to put down your popcorn, get on your feet, and shut up and dance! the 2024 Ridgedale Marching Band. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the show. And go Rockets!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Elgin Music Department is proud to present to you the 2024 Elgin Marching Comets. Tonight, the band performs selections from the 2017 musical, The Greatest Showman. The band opens with The Greatest Show. Katie Kreviak, meet Deputy Dunaway behind the press box. Next, we feature trumpet soloist Dylan DeWitt in this song, This Is Me. For our last number, the band would like to wish one of our fantastic band moms, Jennifer Shea, a happy 29th birthday. We close tonight's performance with a medley of Never Enough and From Now On, featuring trumpet soloists Cohen Shea and Melody Hicks.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
And it is the halftime show brought to you by OH Report here at the Asteroid Field. It is 21-0. Elgin running away with this one over Ridgedale. No, this is not Tim Birie. No, this is not Jared Moore. This is Adam Thompson filling in for just a little bit while we go back and do some of our missed pregame items, and then we'll get into your halftime show. So here we go. We got through to our team spotlight. So the keys to victory for the Rockets. Let's see what we had and see where they're at now. They said they need to finish each drive. Last game, coach said that they were in it, they were close, just could not finish the drive. And unfortunately, that is kind of coming true here this evening as well. And connect on passes. And they weren't very good through the air last week during week one. This week, just trying to establish some forward momentum through the air, on the ground, special teams. Just get some positive yards here, build on something small. Now we'll head on over to our team spotlight for Elgin Comets. under head coach Zach Winslow. They won week 1 over Cardington, as Tim Birie and Jared Moore mentioned earlier in their pregame show. Or I'm sorry, they lost week 1, 22-25. And last season, though, they did win this game over Ridgedale pretty handedly, 32-0. And as you see there, coming up for the Comets, North Baltimore and Ridgemont on their horizon. And the keys to victory for Elgin were and are dictate the tone, and boy, have they done that so far, marching up and down the field and hang onto the ball with a couple of coughed up balls from week 1. As far as turnovers go, we'll check out those stats here as we turn things back over to Jared Moore and Tim Birie from WBCO.
Mansfield Madison was
on top of River Valley.
On top of River Valley, 14-0, which is very much a surprise. Maybe Madison is finally getting things turned around a little bit there. They've been able to have. Cubs are on their way to getting off to an 0-2 start. That hasn't happened there for a while. Monroeville is up 16-0 on Calvert in the third quarter. Shelby is up 21-3 at near halftime. Who else we got here that's in the area? Hopewell Loudon, you know, they must really be loaded because, you know, they were able to put one on who last week? Someone good. Oh, Gary.
Oh, my goodness.
Gary, oh, my gosh. The radio guys who have faces for radio are now on the OH report. So, please, no comments.
Well, we got to get our producer, Adam, in here.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Adam?
Yeah. Let's put him on the air. There we go. We got Mount Gilead is up in the first quarter. Was up 18-7. I don't know what it is now, but Mount Gilead surprising some people this year with a good start. Granville is up 18-0 at halftime, playing Clear Fork. And Winford, we had one other one. East Knox is leading Winford 12-6. And I believe that game's at East Knox this year. Right?
Yeah. We almost did that game.
Yeah, it'd have been nice. I could have been close to home.
Drive, huh? Well, instead we took mine
could have got
closer
a
to home.
Good
today.
sandwich at the pub.
Ooh. We got to make our way over there.
Yeah, and Mansfield Senior Tigers, the TY Tigers, are tied with Canfield 7-7 at the half. Seneca East is down at the half, 42-21.
What a
Gibsonburg must have quite an offense.
What a high-scoring affair that
is.
is.
So that's kind of something. Plymouth is down, beating Willard 14-12 at half. Ashland up on Marion Harding. And I don't know what the score is because
don't click that. Click
right.
Not now.
Not now. Okay. Here.
Just click out of it.
Click out.
Yeah.
Still not now.
You're going to end up getting spammed, Tim.
Oh.
Let's just get out of it altogether.
All right. Well, you know, because I have no idea how to work anything that is technologically.
Yeah.
Let's try. Can I get back in? Oh, I'm back in.
Reminder, tomorrow, tune into the Ohio State Buckeyes over on WQEL. Kickoff at 3:30. That'll be early pregame as well.
So, by the way, I guess I have to, Adam, we have to erase the one penalty for 15 yards because it looks like they're kicking off from the same place they always kick off from. So I don't know. The guy threw, I think it was a warning that you are now on double probation. Yes, because there was a flag thrown, but yes, I don't know where the penalty came from.
Must have been just a sideline warning.
We're still kicking. Yeah, I don't know, but you know, yeah.
Oh, there it is, Tim.
Oh no, there it is. All right.
So
now we're moving it.
So we have to set the ball
uncross.
on the tee. Yeah.
Adam, that was good. You weren't quick enough to erase it. Very good. Yes, now we are making it. Okay. So now we are going to kick off from the 45-yard line. All right. My impatience messed it up again.
So they will kick off from the 45 now. And this will back Ridgedale up even more.
So, yeah. So not good when you have 1 yard of offense to maybe not have very good field position to start your first drive.
Kick it towards the side. Fielded at the 15. Working his way up the left side.
Oh, big hole.
There's Evan Ricketts. Goes his way back towards the right hash, and he'll be down at the 35.
Pretty good field position to start.
And there's another flag.
And, oh, my goodness. This could be a penalty-filled second half. It looks like the refs are really going to
they want to keep the game.
Keep things under control. So I don't know what this penalty is going to be for.
Had a nice breeze a couple of different times, Tim. I wish that would come back.
Yeah, to go with the 100% humidity. It's another personal foul. Now personal foul on Elgin.
Foul on the Comets.
So march at 15 yards, and Ridgedale is going to.
They're going to have it at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line, almost in the plus territory here for the first time tonight.
I didn't see what happened. I didn't see anything nasty, but let's see. Maybe if we see it in this replay on the OH report. Could be right there, right there. Oh, they're still not fighting. Yeah, I just wasn't in the picture. Oh, well. I'm sure they saw something, but I'm sure after the way the half ended with little scrapping and talking going on, that they're going to get control of it right away.
Rockets to take over.
So they threw that flag right away. Ridgedale going empty set here. So let's see what Coach Chapman comes up with for his offense.
1st and 10. Ball at the 50-yard line. And now what do we got?
Well, Coach
still...
Winslow would like to know what the penalty was for, who was on, and I don't think he was agreeing with the call.
Send the player in motion. Townsend to take it himself. They're going to have the ball in plus territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
Pushes his way across the 45 to the 43.
Number 8.
And that will be a second down and about 3 here for the Rockets.
Yeah, they ran a little counter play. That's been their best play of the game so far. Where the quarterback, faked a little pitch like he was going to run a shovel pass. They pulled a couple guys around, a guard and a tackle around, and led Townsend up into the hole, and a 7-yard gain. So Ridgedale close to their first down after their best play of the game.
11:15 left here in the third quarter. Ridgedale trailing 21-0, but with the football, trips to the right. They'll roll that way, throws it into the ground, intended for Evan Ricketts.
Yeah, no one really open on that, and I don't know what happened, but on the incomplete pass, they lost a yard. Because now it looks like it's 3rd and 4.
I can see if this ball was moved back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I don't recall that happening before, where you lose a yard on an incomplete pass. Yeah, well, could be.
Still says 3rd and 3 on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
for what
but
it's worth.
that's a long 3 if you look over at that stick.
Yeah. 2-back set in the gun. Townsend feeds it. D's off the left side.
He fell forward.
Maybe the second effort got him there. He's going to be close.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just
short.
About a yard shy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
See?
That yard made a difference.
So
4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and 1. Rockets will go for it. This is huge, to be honest. To keep this game respectable, they need to get this, or Elgin's going to have a short field.
Quarterback keeper, can he get the push?
I don't think they got enough.
Looks like the defensive line got the push instead. Townsend is stopped shy of a first down, and this will be a turnover on downs. Ball back to the Comets.
I thought the ball came flying out all of a sudden. Did he try to reach it over? Yeah, there goes the ball. Someone tried to reach it over.
It's going to be a first down.
I think that reach is, they called it, where when he reached the ball over, all of a sudden, on the replay on the OH report, you see all of a sudden the ball pop up in the air, and he reaches it forward. Yeah. There it goes.
He did.
I don't know how he could have got it up in the air. There were so many people around him. But it was a first down for Ridgedale.
It's a good call by the officials.
Absolutely.
You don't see that initially. Townsend's going to keep it again. This time he's tripped up right around. He dove forward across the line of scrimmage for a yard.
Braden Townsend with the keep.
Yeah, just a straight run. Like
13,
ran a little ISO, had to lead back, lead him up in there, and
second down, Rockets.
but only a gain of 2.
That's why we have a replay, Tim.
Yeah, I that was great being able to look and see how that happened. And that became very obvious once you saw all of a sudden there was nothing. Oh, the ball popped out of there. How'd that ball get up there? Yeah. It was like crazy. But there it was.
Second down and 8 from the 38.
Throw it again.
Townsend, two-step drop. Now rolls towards the right. He's going to run it himself.
A little room.
And he has a first down and more. Pounds his way inside the 25-yard line. Braden Townsend, and looks like a cramp. Tim.
And but a very nice scramble. He got a little seam and got a nice block from one of his receivers. And nice little run by Townsend again. So you asked what adjustment they're going to make. It looks like that the adjustment to make is Townsend is going to run the ball a lot. And so a 13-yard gain there. So after running for a negative 2 yards in the first half, Townsend has quickly run for 27 yards here in the second half. And looks like they finally got him up. And is that number 1? 7. Number 7, so Malachi Middleton is one of their defensive backs. And he's pretty sore. He's getting carried off, so it could be a very bad cramp if it's a cramp.
So 1st and 10 from the 23. Townsend looking towards the left. Steps up again. Now right at the line of scrimmage. Gets rid of it at the last second. Flag on the play, and we'll see what the flag's for. But I think you mentioned it, that the...
Hey, a penalty on Ridgedale. A little Bronx cheer from the crowd here at Elgin on the home side.
Okay. That's what it's called? Okay. Okay. That's why we have you here.
Well, they march it back 10 yards there. On a hold, and not... This is tough for the Rockets. It's, you know, so it's now 1st and 20, and, you know, they had a nice drive going, moving the ball a little bit by little bit, but again, let's see what they got up their sleeve, Coach Chapman.
Dees takes it off the left side, bounces off a couple tackles around the hash.
Number 2, Michael Dees with the carry.
Still well shy of a first down, but now it'll be more likely second down and a 14.
So that was his best run of the game. 6-yarder. So Ridgedale showing some signs of life here, moving the ball pretty good here on this first drive. And, still 2nd and 14, but you know, a nice 6-yard run to get it started. But now they're going to throw it. Quick flare pass out here.
Slaughterback will be stuck.
He's in deep trouble.
And you can see the block missed by the wide receiver out on the edge. He couldn't shake him loose. And Slaughterback stopped for a loss.
Yeah, once that happened, it was big problems. So, and to be honest, he missed it, but at least he didn't block him in the back, which it looked like he was about to. And he didn't block him in the back, but unfortunately, a loss, throwing the ball, you know, a loss of 5. And so that puts them in a heap of trouble behind the sticks here at 3rd and 18. So they're going to have to try to throw it again.
In the gun. Spread them out.
And we got another flag. And it's offsides on Elgin.
Offsides on the Comets.
So gives it a little easier 3rd and 13 now. So I didn't see anyone move. He must have lined up offsides. So a little bit more makeable. But right now, you know, Ridgedale going to probably have to throw the ball. And they currently have -1 yard passing. So let's see if they can come up with something to get their passing game going. They got the running game going a little bit better right now.
Tell you what, Tim, though, this possession has taken up almost 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ridgedale with trips to the left. Actually, 4 to the left.
So we've got another whistle. And now it's getting kind of ridiculous. That
Both start on the Rockets.
What
now
happened
it
to the
goes back
first
the other
half,
way.
Tim?
Yeah.
What happened to the first half?
I don't know. But
We were going so smooth.
yeah. They called someone for moving. I didn't really see anyone move, but someone did.
All right.
Well, I have noticed it's not really cooling down as the sun goes down.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Just pure humidity.
But you know, but at least it's good we're outside instead of, you know,
In the
a
press box where it's probably
I'm
hot.
sure it's even worse.
Is it air conditioned in there?
Yeah.
Is it? Ah, jeez.
Oh, we're going to get a sack? No, he got away.
Throws it over the middle, tipped and intercept.
Tip drill.
Running back the other way. Elgin down the sideline and finally shoved out of bounds.
Is that 18? 20. I think it's 18.
Thought it was Gavin Rhodes.
Tipped around a lot.
Number 18.
Yep.
Gavin Rhodes with the pick.
So Elgin will take over, and that was a 5-minute and 58-second possession for Ridgedale that comes up empty.
Empty. Not good. Not good. But let's see what Elgin does with their first possession. You know, and they've had 3 long time-eating drives. So let's see what they come up with. But a really good job with the tip drill. You know, you practice that all the time. And a couple guys that had a chance to pick it off, and Rhodes came up with it.
He'll be the up back. Harrison, the deep back here. And
Little counter
beat it.
play.
I believe this is Rhodes. Let's see. It's either him or Lusk coming out of the bottom of the pile.
It's hard to see whether that was a 0 or an 8.
Yep.
It was an 8.
Number 18,
And it is
Gavin
Rhodes.
with the carry.
Rhodes gets awarded after intercepting the pass to get to carry it and gets a 5-yard gain on first down. Well, they got a stable of backs, though. They give the ball to a lot of different guys.
I'd say it really doesn't matter who gets to carry. They're going to pick up a chunky
And
yards.
I believe we still have Bowers playing quarterback.
We do, and they'll run it right up the hash. I believe that was Van Gundy, and it was.
Number 45, Jack Van Gundy with the carry.
Another huge gain and another first
first
down to the
down.
48 for the
So
Comets.
here they go again.
It's good enough for Comets first down.
21-0 Elgin leading. They're on the march. 5:13 left here in the 3rd quarter.
So their offensive line, just, you know, hats off to them. They are just dominating play.
Wing T, Van Gundy again. This time he's wrapped up and taken down.
What happened?
And that was number 51. It looked like
Number 45,
Michael
Jack Van Gundy with the
Justice.
ball.
Give that offensive line a compliment, and then they get stuffed. So good penetration there by Ridgedale, and Highland down 27-13 at the half. Clear Fork down 18-0 to Granville. So the Colts having trouble getting some offense going tonight. Back in their double wing set. Usually run a sweep out of it, and they are certainly running one this time. And it's 28 this time running the ball.
Or number 28,
So
Brennan
Lukart.
with the carry. Brought down by number
And they're
14,
into Ridgedale
J.J.
territory.
So
Third down and about 5.
He gets 5. So 3rd and 5. And I this will be interesting at this distance if they're in 4-down territory.
I mean, at this point, I think if they gain anything, right?
I would, the way they're playing off.
Yep, Harrison back under center, bounces it outside, stiff arm down the sideline. He's got space. 30, 25, 20, finally shoved out of bounds. And a touchdown saving tackle inside to 15. That was Aiden Salyer on the tackle, but not before a huge pickup there for Quentin Harrison. And he was going to sneak it, bounced it outside, and nobody was home.
Well, they were lucky they didn't get called for motion because Van Gundy never got in his stance. And he was kind of moving around and popping up. And so to say he was set for a second would be a stretch. But another first down, 3rd one of the drive, and they're back in business again. Give it back to him again.
Yeah, this time.
On the counter this time.
Just a light carry.
You know, it's been funny on that play. It's either been a big gainer or nothing. And this time the counter was stuffed. And so Harrison stays at 99 yards. He's still a yard short of the century mark.
Went over the century mark last week. 21-0. Elgin's still leading, but that clock ticking all the way down now to 2:45 and counting.
It
Tim.
sure is. It's
here in the 3rd quarter. Ridgedale had the ball for almost 6 minutes. Now they'll run it the left side. And this time nothing. That time it looked like it was Rhodes on the carry again.
Be careful, guys. Be careful.
Gavin Rose with the carry.
I think he's got a cramp again.
Kingston. Braden Townsend.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Let's put too much pressure on his leg because then, there was someone got pancaked. And that one. Oh, and then he suplexes him and then he ends up with the cramp.
So, yeah, we've been limited on the cramps tonight.
Yeah, just, well, it's...
Does between the 1st and 2nd week, does it make a difference at all? I mean...
Well, it's just so hot and you're... I don't know, maybe... Plus, I'm not sure a lot of them believe that they need to drink that much water. And then, as it goes on, there's guys that are getting the cramps, they say, I guess I have to drink a lot of water and drink more than I've been. And then it cools down a little bit, so they're not quite as dehydrated. But yeah, I don't know. See, are they going to get him up? He's really got a bad one.
Let's go ahead and step aside for a second.
Yeah.
2:29 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's Elgin 21, Ridgedale 0. We'll step aside for a timeout.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
under center. Van Gundy. Double tight formation and a false start.
There you go. Someone flying didn't know to count.
False start on the Comets.
Had to go with a little longer count, and they've been going on the first sound probably most of the night. And
Everybody get your 50-50 tickets out.
unfortunately, drew the
We're
wrong
about to
guy
announce
offside.
the winning number here in just a few short moments.
So I think it's the scoreboard's wrong. I think it's 3rd and 15.
Yeah, the marker on the far side says 3rd down. It'll be Harrison on the carry.
Not sure he cut back real early. I'm not sure he should have cut back so soon. He had a little more room. They got another guy down.
Quentin Harrison with the carry.
Yep. And now it's that time, Tim.
Well, you know, we seem to be getting a few cramps. But, I keep telling people, I don't know. I don't think these coaches are listening to the broadcast. You know, maybe the replay or something, because all you got to do is get online, go for the Amish cramp medicine on Amazon. They sell it at 3 bottles at a time.
Do you have some at home?
I have some. In fact, I used some last night when I woke up with a nasty cramp. And 1 minute later, my cramp was gone for the night.
So just like that?
Yeah.
Just like that?
Cap full of the stuff with a shot glass of water, 2 ounces of water, and you're in business. And, but I remember a young man over at Newark Catholic a couple of years ago was their best player. And I went and watched, it was game 2, and he sat out like 2.5 quarters of the game. His cramp was so bad. Took it down there the next week, never had another cramp. 11 games, went to the state final. Went to the state final and gave me full credit for his lack of cramps.
We are going to start bringing a 5-gallon jug of that.
I'm telling you.
To every game we have. That's the plan.
All right,
now
4th
on.
and 10. Let's see what we come up with.
Maryland,
Oh, he's going deep. He's open.
Lobs it. Corner. Overthrown.
We're going to get called for something. I don't. Is it a late hit on the rusher, or is it a late hit on the
It looks like holding here. So they'll decline.
I would decline and take the ball, I'm assuming.
I don't even know why you have to
Another
ask
hold
at that point, right?
Yeah.
It's 4th down.
At that point, I don't know why you throw the flag. Just let it go. Save time.
Rockets to take over on down.
Nobody thinks like you do, Tim, though.
But Bowers showed a nice arm. And it just overthrew it slightly, but they had him. Had a shot there.
Just a sophomore.
And we got another Ridgedale player down.
And the Cleveland Guardians also just took the lead on a 2-run bomb by John Kinsey Noel. Big Christmas.
Big Christmas. Oh, it must be nice to be an Indians fan. I mean, I'm telling you. Watch your team win. They're in a try. They can make the playoffs.
Tim, it's been very frustrating lately.
The Reds are about probably.
I will say that, but
I'm sure the Reds are about ready to lose the second game of the doubleheader. Although they brought in their rookie sensation to pitch today. They just brought him up. He was their #1 draft pick a couple of years ago. I forget, Lauder, I think his name is. He pitched in the College World Series. It was really good, I think. But, so let's take a gander and see if he's getting blitzkrieged or,
probably is.
Better than average teams.
Looks like Ridgedale's going to have to bring in a new quarterback, so we'll see how this affects.
Yes, he already. Well, of course, the Reds are really helping him out by not scoring, as they often do. But no, it looked like the rookie pitched pretty good, actually. Yeah, he pitched 4 innings, which again, being I think I know baseball pretty well. Mm-hmm. He only gave up 2 hits and earned run through 77 pitches in 4 innings, so a lot of pitches. But the guy's been starting.
Thank you so much.
This guy has been starting in the major league or in the minor leagues all year, but being the genius that David Bell is, we can only throw him 4 innings now that he's in the majors. All right, here we go. Ridgedale back on offense. And they had to bring in another quarterback.
Number 2.
Handed the ball off to
Michael Dees with the ball.
Dees, and he lost a yard.
Brought down by number 13, Quentin Harrison, and number 30.
Let's see if I can see what number the quarterback is. Are they bringing the other one back in already?
Second down.
No, they are not.
No, he's still on the sidelines.
They are not. So I can't see who this new young man is.
Number 4.
4.
Caden Parrish, the freshman.
A freshman. Oh, my gosh.
Double back set. Dees bounces outside, stiff arms, and then spins around. Still running. And finally shoved out of bounds across the 25.
He's got the first down.
Pushed out of bounds by.
And what do we have here? Another
Ridgedale guy down.
Well,
I'll tell you, I should have brought it. Should have brought it. I'm gonna have to put a bottle of it in my bag.
okay, so here's what we're going to do. My son Nolan's here with me. Nolan, you want to talk?
He looks like he's ready to sleep.
So here's what I did. Taking my oldest to the Ohio State game tomorrow. So I promised him I would take him to a football game, and here we are. So I did say I would take you to a game as well, but that didn't get it done. Yeah. Yeah. Nolan, you want to say hi?
I'm just hoping I don't get a cramp. You know, sitting down here in this little area here, it'd be nice if I didn't get a cramp.
Did he say anything?
He mumbled a little bit, but I wasn't sure what he said.
I think he's getting
tired. He's kind of half asleep.
Yeah, he's ready to go to bed. I knew this was going to be the issue. But he's been a trooper.
We're under a minute in this quarter finally.
Popcorn?
Oh, we got gummy bears,
gummy bears too. We'll run it towards the left side.
All right.
See, we're set up here.
Number 15.
We're doing this game with the crowd. I mean, it's been great. Yeah, people giving him popcorn and gummy bears. Being well taken care of. 1 yard gain.
30 seconds left here in the quarter. Elgin still leading 21-0.
But Ridgedale is now, I'm sure, with positive numbers on offense. So
looks
like
a little
better.
Townsend's back in there.
And yes, he is going empty.
Go quads to the right. One lone wide receiver wide to the left. 10 seconds remaining here in the quarter. They're looking towards the left. Steps up, lobs it down the left side, has a receiver, and it's just through his hands. And incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Yeah, so they put 4 receivers to one side and a single receiver to that side. They went to the single receiver side, so that's who they probably have the most confidence in. He did get a step or two on the defensive back, but the ball was just probably about a foot overthrown, or they'd have been off to the races. So on 3rd and 9, Ridgedale, I'm sure, would like to come up with something because their punting game has not been real good. So let's see.
At this point, if you're instead of punting it, you might as well just go for it and throw it down the middle of the field and hope someone catches it.
I think so. And then the Elgin coach would like to remind his kids to knock it down, don't intercept it.
Mm-hmm. Quads to the right again.
Same thing.
Now he runs towards the right here on 4th down. He's got to throw it, but he's not going to. Actually, that's 3rd down, excuse me. Across the 30-yard line, and that takes us to an end of the 3rd quarter. Elgin retains their lead. Ridgedale may lead the time of possession here so far in the second half, but Elgin has the lead still. 21-0. Stay tuned for the 4th. You're listening to the McDonald's will be Cyrus and Gallion Game of the Week here on WBCO.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the oh. Report.
little better,
punt. More of a line drive this time, and it rolls out of bounds around the 38-yard line is where they're going to mark it out.
Got a couple scores. Madison's leading River Valley in the third quarter 14-0. Lucas is still being shut out 19-0 in the fourth quarter. Hopewell Loudon trying to start 2-0 is up 22-15 on Pleasant. And Mount Gilead is now behind. Upper Sandusky has come back, leads in the fourth quarter 21-18, and Granville is shutting out Clear Fork 25-0. Ontario leading Centerburg 14-7 in the third. And third quarter 42, Gibsonburg 42, Seneca East 21. And in the third quarter, East Knox is leading Winford 18-12.
Decent game going on over there at East Knox. This time off the right tackle. I believe it's Harrison, and it is, and he's tripped up and slides forward across the 45.
Number 13.
Just shy of the first down, it appears. And they will give him the first down.
And a gain of 11. And
maybe a very generous spot there, too.
You got to get the sticks right. They got the wrong down. They don't have it marked right. They're getting there, though. So second first down for Elgin this half. Or third, excuse me.
They're running again with Harrison on the right side. Down the sideline, track down from behind across the 40.
13, Quentin Harrison with the carry. Right down by number 15, Evan Ricketts.
11-24 and counting. Elgin with a 21-0 lead.
And at 12, that gives him 127 yards on 14 carries. So he's trying to eclipse what he did last week. And another first down. So 4 of them now for Elgin here in the second half. Looks like they got something going here. Ooh.
Off the right tackle. Looks like Rhodes on the carry. Right hash.
You know, we already have a final since there was a running clock it looked for a while. Northmore defeated South Central 56-0.
What are you looking up down there? Rallies?
I got it all, you know. It's just a fount of information.
To name you 15 other places that are better.
I've aided all of them probably.
Cha-ching.
Adam's buying us dinner tonight. Ball's loose.
And Ridgedale's already pointing their way, but I don't think they got the ball.
Nope. Still.
Van Gundy fell on it.
They are not a sponsored advertiser, by the way. So.
No, he did get the first down. So apparently Van Gundy gained 4. Another first down. Gives them 5.5.
First and 10. 10:22 left here in this fourth quarter. Elgin, one more score here and pretty much can shut the door. On a counter play inside, and nice job here by Dees on the tackle.
Like
Gavin Rhodes with the carry.
Gavin Rhodes looked like he had some open space, but Dees was
shut it down pretty
good.
good.
Makes the tackle.
He's probably one tackle away from busting that one again, but only a gain of 3. Give Ridgedale credit this half. You know they're competing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job. They could have easily.
They could have just packed up and went home, and they've shut Elgin down offensively. They've had some momentum offensively, but just unable to put it into the end zone. Double tight. They'll send Rhodes in motion. They'll give it to him on the sweep. Cuts it back inside.
That's the other guy. That's number 10. Lusk.
Very similar numbers. Very similar in size.
10, Nash Lusk with the carry.
Good thing you're looking, Tim. You got us covered.
I'm watching the TV. That's why. I don't have to look all the way out there.
How convenient. Maybe I should take a note.
Yeah.
I even brought my binoculars this game. Yeah, let's see.
I don't know. What do we got cooking
blurry.
here? And that's who I'm riding home with. That's good to know.
We'll make it, I promise.
I'm telling him he's sitting in the front seat. I'll sit in the back.
And there may not be enough room back there.
Did we end up, is there a penalty or not? All right. Sideline warning on Elgin. And it's a 5-yard penalty, I think, because it's their second one. And then this guy threw a flag out. So now we're talking it over.
Now it's story time with the refs.
Yeah.
We need to have you ever watched John Boy with the lip reading? Adam, you need to do that. You need to start doing that.
All right, we're discussing.
Slow it down.
We're discussing thoroughly. Now, one has left the conversation and one has joined the conversation.
I would like for Adam to lip read. You must replay this.
Yes.
And then slow it down, and you should be able to do it.
Okay. The rally's only 12 minutes from here. I'm heading there after the game. Don't follow the BCO guys. They're not. I think that's what it's.
We're going home. Correct.
Yes. So now we're doing something. The guy that's got a motion and say what the penalty is for is doing nothing.
He's coming over to give the...
Here we go. Sideline warning. 5-yard penalty. Or is that 15? He put up a 1 and a 5.
Oh.
Them. So this could be a 30-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
This could be 30 yards of penalties. Where are they at? Is that a touchdown or is it just half the distance then? I'm totally baffled by this whole thing. So where are they going to put the ball down? I know they get another first down. He's walking a long ways. So the ball was on the 27. Now where is it? So I know how many yards this penalty was.
It's at the...
Is it on the 7?
It looks like the 7.
So that's 20 yards worth of penalties on Ridgedale. And a first down for Elgin. And
they'll run it.
Did we do the scrum?
Up the hash. I believe they did.
Did we scrum it?
Yep.
Yes, we did.
Pick up a few yards. Maybe one.
So did Harrison go to quarterback? Who knows? We'll give him a yard. Yes, he's back at quarterback, so they're scrumming it again.
Yes, shoving the pile forward again.
Ridgedale's getting a lot lower on that play. You know, you gotta dive. You gotta dive into the pile. You know, so they don't have anywhere to move. They gotta fall over you. So he gained like 3 on that one, though. So he's got 131 yards rushing.
8 minutes and 22 seconds. Third and goal from the 3.
You got to fake the scrum play and pass it. Oh no, going to sweep.
Toss.
Got a seal.
In zone touchdown. Harrison.
Harrison in for your Comets touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight after scoring 3 a week ago.
Yeah, they just put him at the wing this time and switched the quarterback back under, put Parrish back under, and just tossed it to him, stretched the defense out, and he found a seam and cut it up into the end zone, standing up. They're going to kick it again. Up, up, up. Offsides on them.
Offsides on Ridgedale.
I'll give her an extra yard.
Are you going to move it up a yard and kick it? Yeah. It's an extra point, though, so the stats are not recorded, other than this kick. She's back there pretty far, so it takes her a while to get up there. Blocked.
And it's blocked.
A little slow on that one.
It was definitely going to have the distance.
No good.
Yeah, she's going to have to get a little closer. There's a lot of steps.
And our score remains 27 to nothing. Elgin on top, 8:01 to play. We'll be back.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Again towards the side. Oh, he called a fair catch, kind of just stuck his arm out, and then he catches it, and then calls a fair catch again. He wanted no part of that.
Yeah, this would be interesting. Yeah, it was the double fair catch.
Yeah, you can see him right there. Barely makes it, and then makes it again. Just take the knee at that point.
Started to run, and then swung his arm again. I think he's kind of young, number 5. He's a freshman, isn't he?
Junior.
Really?
Isaac Lust.
Lust is a junior? Oh. I think some of the problem is these guys don't watch football on television, so they don't know certain things. You know,
At that point, you got to really get it up there.
I mean, the kick wasn't very high, so but you got to give the big wave. Or just catch it, like you said, and take a knee.
Yeah. 8 minutes left here in the game, and Townsend back in here at quarterback.
Watch him throwing the fade. That usually means I'm going to fire the fade. Just gave a signal.
Offsides on the Comets.
Really looks like, yeah, it would be Aiden Salyer out here on the left side. This is an offsides call. So 1st and 5.
So he waved off the go routes.
Pressure coming, throws it across the middle, incomplete. Intended for Evan Ricketts.
Number 15, Evan Ricketts, incomplete.
Just currently had a hard time completing anything.
3 for 11 for minus 1 yard. So I don't know if I've ever had a game where the other team threw for negative yards. Could happen
That's
tonight.
That's where we're at. Okay.
Could happen tonight.
Negative how many?
Negative 1 so far.
Townsend
negative 1.
to throw. Deep down the left side, they will remain at negative 1.
And it's got to be, yeah, I was going to say.
He was holding him the entire way down.
No, he didn't. He grabbed his shoulder. He grabbed his jersey at the shoulder.
We've got a flag on the field.
Good call.
Interference on the Comets.
I know I don't say that very often about the officials that it was a good call, but it was. He grabbed his jersey on the shoulder. Put a new defensive end in here.
They're 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. They'll send Ricketts in motion towards the right side and go trips that side. Townsend rolls towards the right, looking to throw on the run and tipped up and incomplete.
Townsend seems to throw the ball really hard. He puts pretty good mustard on it, and they don't catch it. And now who he threw it to
Rockets pass incomplete.
Is now with a cramp. Ricketts is cramped up, but he's at least on the sideline.
Yeah, he stood up pretty quickly there.
Yeah. The refs are now giving them the water break for the 4th quarter. And I'm getting really sleepy. I'm getting the yawns here, Jared. I gotta. Should have got another Pepsi at halftime.
Yeah? The line was way too long. You wouldn't have made it. That's why you have people in the stand to do these things for you.
These are nice people, man.
I go to church with them. So.
Oh, okay.
Makes it easy.
Yeah, there you go.
Townsend rolls to the right. Grab, but gets it off and incomplete. Can't complete the catch.
Trying to drag him down by his shirt.
Embody.
Number 3, AJ Embody, incomplete.
He needs one of those tearaway ones like, who was that guy that used to wear it? You guys wouldn't know because you're too young. Earl Campbell, when he played for Texas. They had tearaway jerseys. It's the guys that grabbed the jersey to try to tackle him, and it just ripped. They'd have a handful of jersey, he'd be off and running. He'd go through like 3 or 4 jerseys a game. You know, and it was bad enough because no one wanted to just tackle him, you know, get in your body in front of him because he would run you over and it would hurt. All right.
Hey, another flag.
Something different here. So, Ridgedale. Ridgedale, oh, their receiver was offsides. They have 4 penalties this half now. Ridgedale has 5. Or Elgin has 5, excuse me.
This has been the longest 25 seconds.
Now, here's something else I don't
seen.
understand. These guys are Elgin photographers, but they have painted their face green.
And another
flag. Okay. All right. So the aliens. I see. Got it. Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad you're here. So I get that explanation because I had no idea why they painted their faces green. So, oh, I see it's Alien Night in the stands. So another 5-yard penalty. No, this is another 15-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike
there we
conduct
go.
on the Rockets.
I don't understand. They just got a 5-yard penalty, and someone must have continued to badger the official and these guys don't seem to take much badgering because there's been a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties tonight. Sometimes you just got to read the officials. You know? That's why everybody was always surprised that I've never been thrown, that I was never thrown out of a game.
It's 3rd down and a mile. And they will still not complete a pass. Intended for Colt Rollins.
Pass to 1.
And Tim, at this point, I mean, these aren't bad throws.
No,
what's going on here?
His receivers have dropped a lot of passes. I mean, he throws a pretty nice ball. It seems like it's a fairly tight spiral, and now he does put a lot of juice on it sometimes, but that one he had to. I mean, that was well down the field. But some of the other ones where they've been a little shorter, he could probably take a little off. And
no, they just get nothing.
But
they said you got to earn your score. Yeah, you got to earn your score.
Well, it's because they got negative 1-yard passing. So they're negative.
So they're going to punt?
So they're going to punt it. The returners are not very deep. So they finally figured out.
Well, this time he boots it over there.
He hit
he got that one.
And he got a good roll. This
is a roll inside the 20.
Usually a lot of his rolls were backwards. All right.
So now Elgin with their worst starting field position of the night.
Elgin going to put some subs in, or are they going with the starters? I think Elgin may be pulling the dogs off. I'm not sure.
It'd be nice if they had about a 7-minute, 19-second drive here.
Well,
because that was the longest 40 seconds of football.
Well, they can, they can get a. Yeah, but if they score, the clock will run, right?
That's true too.
So even why they
either way,
even when the refs are in the conversations and throwing all the flags, the clock keeps running.
But we just couldn't quite make that hump.
No. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. For those that are interested, I see a score on the thing. Dover beat Canton South 31-3. And gee, it looks like we have. Was it a fumble?
I guess so.
I think they fumbled and Ridgedale recovered.
I couldn't see what was going on.
I couldn't. Let me see the replay.
They definitely fumbled it. An easy recovery there by the Rockets.
Yeah.
Fumble on the play.
So with 7:13 remaining, and now Ridgedale with their best
So the
field
first
position.
turnover. Now the refs are talking some things over. So if for somehow they have a conversation, oh good. I was worried they were going to have a conversation and change the call, and we were going to watch Coach Chapman have a stroke.
Are you getting eaten alive by mosquitoes up here?
I don't think so. I haven't felt any yet, but you know I am.
They're
really,
addicted to me.
I'm really old, so
yeah.
you know.
It's just because I'm really
Maybe it's
sweet.
just because I don't have any feeling.
I'm really sweet.
Or they know I have no blood left to suck out of me.
I'll tell you what. And we have a completion.
There we go.
Inside the 5, dives, loses the football out of bounds.
Did he fumble into the end zone or
I think
out of bounds?
it was out of bounds.
So the pass was caught by number 12.
Are they going to call a touchback here? No.
Pass complete to
Ball to 1, right?
Salyer.
So Salyer caught the ball. And they were on the 20. We got another guy with a cramp. And the ball's down on what, the 2?
Yes.
Oh, Salyer. Over here. Salyer, so he gained 18 yards on that pass play. And got a first down. It's 5 first downs this half. And so they're first and goal at the 2 with a chance here to score, get that goose egg off the scoreboard, or get a number on it because there is no goose egg on it right now. That side is, the guest side does seem to be working right now. But are we bringing captains together and saying, please stop getting penalties?
I don't even see that.
This
That
was
was
another
earlier in the
picture.
game.
That was earlier in the game, I think.
That must have been right at halftime there.
That could have been. Now what are we doing? Now we got a timeout.
Timeout by Ridgedale. Let's take one as well.
Yeah.
27-0. Elgin on top. 7:01 to play. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the oh. Report.
$27-0, but Ridgedale within striking distance now with 6.5 to play.
I don't know why they wouldn't do it again. Townsend's been their best runner tonight. They got a bunch of guys behind him, so they're just going to
He'll
push
go
him.
under center, moving the
They're
pile
trying to
forward
push
and
him
in
in,
for the
he's
touchdown.
in.
And Ridgedale finally on the board for the first time tonight.
Number 8, Braden Townsend.
And
with
our
the
score
touchdown.
27-6 with the extra point impending.
Few scores I had. Ontario is up on Centerburg in the third quarter, 14-7. East Knox is beating Winford 25-12 in the fourth quarter. Granville is up 31-7 on Clear Fork in the fourth quarter. Upper Sandusky 27, Mount Gilead 18. That's a fourth quarter score. River Valley has tied Madison in the fourth quarter, 14 apiece. And we can get one more in before this extra point try. 21, Shelby 21, Lex 3.
Here's the extra point.
And it's
Attempts by Derek Mahaffey, but then they botched the snap,
And they got it.
and then they get in for 2.
They got it.
And it is 27-8. Elgin on top of Ridgedale. 6:27 left here in the game. You're listening to the McDonald's W. Cyrus and Gallion Game of the Week here on WBCO.
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype. It's Friday night lights. Get hype. Here we go now.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
I say no. And they kind of do. It's popped up in the air. Nobody wants to recover it. And finally, Elgin recovers the ball at the 40-yard line.
No, again, son, you can't get out of the way. It's a kickoff. The one guy moved out of the way, wanted nothing to do with the ball as it was coming to him. Yeah, no, you gotta catch it. So this will be some good learning things for them to figure out. Townsend trying to get himself back in the game, or Harrison rather, trying to get himself back in the game, and coach vetoed. So I think they still got some starters out there. No, maybe not.
Let's see. I think they're running them all off. Harrison running off right now. Nope, that's number 20.
No, Harrison's already on the sideline.
Yep, he's right there with his helmet off.
He was trying to talk coach into letting him go back out there, but coach had nothing to do with it.
6:27 to go.
They got a big guy at fullback looking back there, but
Now
it isn't.
spin down at the 45.
All right, I need to find some more
on
lines.
the carry. Yep, I need to get my roster here.
27, Gavin Lucart with the carry.
No, that was Lucart.
Gavin, not Brennan.
Oh,
Tripped up by number 51.
Number 27 now.
Michael Justice.
gee.
Comets second down.
Second down and 5 from the 45-yard line.
It's funny. He looks like his brother, and the fullback still looks like Van Gundy.
And they'll carry it again across the 50. Spun down at the 45.
14, Braden Lowry with
This
the
time
carry.
it was Braden Lowry, the sophomore running back.
What number is he, Jerry?
He is number 14. They have about 27 running backs.
Yes,
on
they
this
do.
team.
They got a bunch. And they're all
I mean,
pretty good.
Why even list anybody as a wide receiver at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Another first down for the Comets, 7 for the half.
First and 10 from the 44, 5.5 to play. Elgin leading 27-8.
There we go. Oh,
I'll run the fake toss and run it up the gut inside the 30. Finally tripped up.
that might be number 20.
20, Chase Gillum, the freshman.
And he's a big kid. What's his size?
He is 6'2", 200.
I'd say he's a nice-looking kid.
They
Gillum.
continue to run him out there.
Gillum, he gains 10 for another first down. But it's like they look the same. You know, they bring in a big, heavy-legged fullback. They got other wings that can run. These guys are young.
Oh, they'll pitch it right side. Oh, my goodness.
Good collision.
What a collision. And they're on the tackle.
27, Gavin
And taking
Lucart with
the
carry.
punishment was Isaac Lust.
Brought down by number
No, that's
5,
Lucart.
Isaac Lust.
Oh, no, it's Lust.
Lust was the one who made the tackle.
Oh, okay.
Lucart was the one on the run. And
He put it on him. And lost a couple.
My
Man,
goodness.
big hit there. But I'm not sure, you know, they always talk about don't be the nail, be the hammer. And I think maybe the ball carrier was the hammer that time and the tackler was the nail. But he did get him for a 2-yard loss, so effective.
4:05 left here in the game. They'll run it up the middle again, dragging the pile forward.
That's that big freshman again.
No, this one was Zane Darling.
Number 22, Zane Darling with the ball.
Well, they can't put any more guys in because I'm out of lines.
Right down by number 58, Carter Huffman.
All right, they can't give it to any more guys. It's got to be a number we have on the sheet.
Well, good news. The running back just ran the football, Zane Darling, and he's back in there. So
Good.
unless they feed it to that guy
I think
sweeping
they
around
did.
the end, and they
I
did.
think that's a new guy.
And it was Preston Russell, it looks like. Yes, it was.
Number 8,
Sorry,
Preston
Tim.
Russell with the carry.
Just
Right
add
down
it,
by number
add
1,
it somewhere.
Cole
I mean, there's
Someone's-
3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Someone's getting his stats batted because
Rockets 4th down.
someone just
Comets
gained.
4th down.
Darling just gained 2 more yards. I'm out of lines.
You could have just put it off to the side over here. Like
Somebody
right here.
gained 2 yards. Don't give it to any more guys that I don't have our number.
2:45 left here in the
The
game.
worst part is they just put in another guy that they could give the ball to.
Maybe the quarterback keeps it this time.
I don't have his number either.
And they'll dive forward. It's not enough for a first down, but it
No.
is Lucart with the
27,
carry.
Gavin
So
Lucart with the carry.
All right,
he's on your stat sheet.
I got him.
Right down by number 13, Derek Mahaffey.
Now let's see if Ridgedale can do the same thing. They don't have enough guys, though, to run me out of lines.
Rockets take over, turnover on
Oh,
down.
that was a turnover on down. Sorry.
Yes.
I thought it was third down. It
No.
said fourth down. So Ridgedale will take over on downs. 2:27 left in the game. 27-8. Elgin with the lead.
Well, what was once going to be a really, really fast
time
game,
is
it seemed, has now been going on for almost 2.5 hours.
Is it 9:27?
Yes, it is.
I thought we were going to be out of here by 9.
Yes, I thought we were getting a 9 o'clock game, but I'm going to be about 40 minutes off, it seems. Not close.
It is what it is. Hey, the Reds are within a run. And they'll put in the new quarterback who slings it across the middle, incomplete. That is
Rockets
Parrish?
freshman
incomplete.
Caden Parrish. With 2:23 left and a second down and 10 from their own 22.
The Reds get a lot of games to one run and then lose.
Well, Cleveland has an 8-7 lead right now in the 8th. All season long. Cleveland Guardians baseball on WQEL. Reminder tonight, tune into the Friday Night Phone Word with Davy Jones, 419-562-2222. Of course, our game might be over by the time that he's done as well.
That's true.
Parrish to throw again.
Oh, he's going to run it.
And a huge hit.
Was that Lucart again?
Number 4 with the carry, Caden Parrish. Brought down by number 7. Brought down by number 27, Gavin Lucart.
That guy's a hitter.
Yeah, he is.
He's delivered 2 smokes tonight already. One on offense and one on defense. All right, Parrish. But took the brunt of it. He decided to tuck it and run.
Took a big hit.
And the clock, oh, no, that's all right. The clock's supposed to be running. It was just a running play.
3rd and 7. He's doing all right. He's barely.
He's more awake than I am.
They'll run it off the right side this time. I believe that's Ricketts on the carry. And what do we have here? A flag.
Oh, we don't need a flag.
Why not?
Holding. Decline it, please.
Number 18, Hunter Hutchinson was the ball carrier on that last play.
That was Hutchinson on the carry, sorry.
Did they take the penalty? They took the penalty.
So it'll be 3rd and a mile. Tim, next week we have Bucyrus and Cardington.
No, you have them.
I do.
I
You
will
won't be there.
I will be marrying a young couple. Maddie and Drew. Oh, yes.
Cardington.
No, that in a couple weeks. That could happen in a couple of next month. I'm marrying a young man from Bucyrus. No, I will be next month. Next month.
They'll throw it deep down the right side and incomplete.
Harris got a nice arm.
Rockets pass incomplete.
So that'll bring up 4th down.
40 seconds.
Tim, I might as well get your prediction in for the Ohio State game real quick.
A lot to nothing.
I said 63-3. I don't know if they'll settle for a field goal, though.
I think their defense is primed and wants to get a shutout.
Over under on takeaways.
Oh, no, I'll go.
Yeah, we'll set it at 2.
Over then, yeah, because that's an emphasis they said of their team this year.
Punt goes over the head of the returners. Yeah, nice punt down to
the they said
49.
that's going to be an emphasis this year, and so I'm looking at they'll go over. I think they'll get 3 or 4.
So 30 seconds left in the game. Time for one more play.
Time to get my stats ready.
And that will be a knee, I would assume.
I believe we're taking a knee for this final play.
So 1st and 10 from midfield for one final play. So I believe it'll be me and Anthony on the call next week. And Cardington.
And Cardington is who
They beat
Ridgedale
Elgin.
lost.
They beat Elgin.
They beat Elgin last week. That's right. Yeah, about a 3-pointer. And who? It's Bucyrus Cardington?
Mm-hmm. Snap, knee, ball game. And that'll do it. Our final score tonight. It was Elgin 27, Ridgedale 8. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. Yeah, the first step is showing up, hit 'em chill. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. We're blowing up, hit 'em chill. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Tonight's game is brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our sponsors, North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. By the OH Report, we are the future of local sports. Arcelor Mittal, smarter steels for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit ArcelorMittal-oh.com and click careers for more details. Home and Kitchen Supply is your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And we want to thank our friends Jared Moore and Tim Birie from WBCO. We've got your MVP interview on the way after a quick break.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
We are back with our ArcelorMittal MVP, Quentin Harrison. How did you feel about the game tonight?
I mean, I was amped up. I couldn't even eat because I had so many nerves going. And I knew coming into the game, Ridgedale, they're going to play us hard every year because in town rivalry, they won it every single year. But, I mean, they know we're the better team, and we come out and prove that every year. And, I mean, I was just excited to be out here with the team. I mean, last week we had a bit of a rough week, but this week feels like we really came together and made stuff better this week.
You had 17 carries this game for 134 yards. Tell me, how do you keep that pace up and how do you keep going throughout, this constant run and pound offense that you guys run?
Yeah, so, I mean, one, it starts with enthusiasm. I mean, our coach has 3 E's, effort, enthusiasm, and execution. And so it starts with effort, enthusiasm, and I'm out on the field, so I have to make sure the whole team's up every single play because, you can't dominate a team like that and be slow on your feet. So we have to dominate and also execute. So even when things aren't going our way, we still have to execute and make sure that stuff happens. And no matter who's the ball, we have 1 guy running and 10 blocking, so you don't have any plays off, and it comes from the heart. Our Coach Van Gundy, he always says, we don't carry a Band-Aid for your hearts because we don't. You gotta go out there every single play and try your hardest.
So we seen throughout, a lot of the game, really, all these cramping and everything. So what did you think, before the season, all the running, everything? Do you feel like that really, helped you guys be more prepared out there? There were so many stoppages of time and stuff for that.
Yeah. So we also we have a really nice complex over there. We spend a lot of our conditioning inside the complex. So we work out every day before lifting or before practice. So the conditioning starts there. We're wearing our muscles down and we're doing pushing sleds and stuff. So the conditioning comes there. Then we come out here and we have a 2-hour practice. So I mean, it's been a lot on our bodies, and the coaches treat us great. So we're having a rough week before the season starts, and he helps us recover every Saturday. We recover, and he makes sure we're prepared every single week. But yeah, the conditioning part of it, we've always been a well-conditioned team. We pride ourselves on not stopping. That's why we do that hurry up, is because we know we're the better conditioned team, and we're going to shove it down your throat every play.
I love it. So lastly, do you have any shout-outs? You can look right in that camera and just shout them out.
Hey, shout out to the team and my boy Brennan Lucart. That dude barely had any carries this year or varsity all of high school. 2 touchdowns tonight. And just the whole team, honestly, and the coaches. When stuff got rough, the coaches and the team, we came together every single time.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. Our ArcelorMittal MVP.
going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
And we welcome you into the OH Report, not the halftime show. Let's go post-game, because this one is all wrapped up here in Elgin. 8-27, the Ridgedale Rockets fall 0-2 on the season. Elgin 2-0. Let's take a look at those final numbers for the night. Thanks to our friends over at WBCO, Tim Birie and Jared Moore. First downs, this one was a little bit lopsided. 18 for Elgin over the 5 for Ridgedale. Rushing yards, it was all Elgin. Passing yards, Ridgedale did have the edge there. There wasn't a whole lot of rockets being thrown through the air, no pun intended. Total yards, 59 to 379. And penalties, we saw the clock stopped quite a bit in that fourth quarter. For cramping, penalties, and just that time of year where everybody still needs to get that hydration levels filled out, and getting a little physical. Not always fun, but they made it look fun. That will do it for our broadcast. Coming up next for Ridgedale. Next week, they're at Ridgemont, or Ridgemont's coming here, and Elgin will have North Baltimore. That's all. Next week, want to thank camera operator Keaton Cooper and all of the fine sponsors who made this wonderful broadcast happen. That would be North Central State College, ArcelorMittal, Home and Kitchen Supply, and our friends at Wbco and QEL. Friday Night Pigskin is kicking off in 1 hour, 39 minutes-ish. Make sure you're there. We're going to try to be as well. We got to hit that road. So for Keaton Cooper, I'm Adam Thompson. Thanks to Jared Moore and Tim Birie. One last time, your final 8-27. Elgin on top.